content creation actually worth it, or is everyone online just lying? So in order for me to answer your question, today in this video, I want to show you the exact amount of money that I made from content creation. And so I'm going to show you the exact results, the receipts, the profit that I made, everything that you possibly need to know in order to decide if you want to start creating content as well. So to give you some context, I started treating my content creation more seriously in 2024 around September. Now, since then, I truly started to treat my content creation as an actual business, right? So the main focus of my content creation started to be to actually make money from my content. And since I made that shift, everything has changed for me. I now get to bring in additional monthly income that I get to enjoy with my family. I also get to bring in additional money that can help us in months where, full-time income just isn't enough. And I'm sure you understand that as well. But before I get into the results, I just want to make it super clear that this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme where you get rich overnight or anything like that. I had to work hard in order to truly make this money over time. And this is just the beginning. Now, with that being said, let's get into the juicy part of this video where I'm going to break down first and foremost my revenue. Then I'm going to talk about the expenses that I had to pay. And finally, I'm going to give you the exact profit that I made in the last year. Okay, so first up, let's talk about my revenue. So if you don't know, revenue is the amount of money that you make before you take off any of your expenses. Now, inside my content creation business, I have 4 income streams, all right? So the first income stream is digital products. Now, over the past year, I've created several low-ticket digital products. So these include things like ebooks, mini courses, and so on. And I've sold them for between $7 to $37. Now, with my digital products, I managed to make $1,085. So if you take that into rand, South African rand, that is around 18,622 rand, which is awesome. And the great thing about digital products is that you only have to create them once and you can continue to sell them over time, which is amazing. It's such a great passive income stream. My second income stream is affiliate marketing. Now, affiliate marketing is just basically where you promote another company's products, and then for every customer that you get for that company, they pay you a commission. And so far over the year, I made $149, or if you convert that into rand, it's 2,557 rand from affiliate marketing. Now, I know that this is tiny, but keep in mind that I haven't really put a lot of effort into affiliate marketing. I actually just started testing it out, and it has worked surprisingly well. I think I only mentioned my affiliate products inside 2 of my YouTube videos, or maybe 3, and these are the results, which is amazing. And you can imagine that if I start to mention the products more, I can really start to earn more affiliate commission over time. And so I truly plan on making this a priority in the future for my content as well. My third income stream is YouTube AdSense. So if you don't know, my main content that I create is YouTube. And so over time, as you create more YouTube videos, you start to get paid for the videos that you create because advertisers want to advertise their products through your videos, right? And so I managed to make $202 with YouTube AdSense. And if you convert that into rand, it's 3,473 rand. Now, I know this isn't life-changing, but you need to keep in mind that I am making this money even though I'm not putting in any additional work, because I would have made these videos anyway, right? I would have made them regardless. And so this is like free money essentially that I'm getting by posting content. Also keep in mind that I have a very tiny channel. At the moment of recording this video, I have under 3,000 subscribers. And so I was able to make a couple of thousand rand by just posting videos. Now, finally, we get to my big income stream, and that is coaching and consulting. Now, this is where the majority of my income from my content came in. And so essentially what happens is if you create content and people start to trust you, they will want to pay you for your skills, your expertise, and your knowledge, right? And so they will often hire you as a coach or a consultant. And so over the last year, coaching and consulting brought in $9,469. Or if you convert that into South African Rand, I made 162,359 Rand. Now that is insane considering that all of this income indirectly came from my content, right? I managed to get clients through my content. And so that brings the grand total of my revenue to $10,905 or 187,011 Rand. Now that's not bad for a first year, right? I think that is excellent. And if I can do it, so can you. I promise you, I'm nothing special. You are just as capable. Now, I talked about the revenue, and as you know, this is the money that I made before I had to pay for expenses. And so next up, we're going to talk about the actual expenses that I had to subtract from my revenue. All right, now in order to run my content creation business, I mainly had to pay for two different things. And the first one was tools. So for my tools, I'm talking about my tools that I use to actually create my digital products, to host my products, to do my coaching and consulting, all of those different kinds of products that I had to use in order to run my content creation business. And so I paid $1,225 or 20,984 Rand for these tools throughout the year. Now keep in mind that these are all of the tools that I use, including editing tools, digital products tools, everything. And so it may sound very expensive, but if you take into account that I paid it over a year, it's not that bad. The second expense that I had was contractors. So I use contractors for my coaching and consulting business. And so for my contractors, I had to pay $2,400 or 41,201 Rand. Okay. And so that brings my total expenses to $3,625 or 62,185 Rand. Okay. Now you may think, all right, that's quite a lot, but keep in mind that my revenue far outweighs the expenses that I had to pay. And so that's what I'm going to get into now, because I'm going to share the final profit that I actually made. So over the past year of my content creation business, I managed to make $7,280 or 124,826 Rand. That is amazing, right? So that is the amount of money that I made clean and I got out of my content creation business, which is incredible considering that all of this came from me sitting in front of a camera and sharing what I know. Now you may be wondering, okay, Shantae, but what type of content creation business do you have and how did you actually set it up? Now, when it comes to content creation, the most important thing that you need to consider is the platform that you are going to create content on. Now, there are many to choose from, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. There are so many different ones that you can choose. But in my opinion, YouTube is by far the best. Now, the reason I absolutely adore YouTube is because, first and foremost, you get paid a lot more for the content that you create, okay? So in comparison to TikTok or other platforms, the amount of money that you can actually make from your content is far higher. Now, this is especially beneficial if you create viral content or content that can get you thousands of views, because the more views that your content gets, the more you will get paid. Now, speaking of creating content that can get thousands of views, I actually created a mini course that's called A Guide to Thousands of YouTube Views. And so if you are someone who is really interested in growing a profitable YouTube business where you can create videos that can get thousands of views, then you can go and check out this mini course to see if it's something that you're interested in. I literally show you everything about content creation on YouTube, including how to create your videos, your thumbnails, how to find video topics that people will actually want to watch, etc. There are so many juicy nuggets inside this course, and so I'm going to link it in the description if you want to go and check it out. And another reason that I love YouTube is because it builds trust a lot faster than short form platforms, okay? So if you have content that is only about 3 minutes long versus content that is 8 minutes long or more, then chances are that people will trust you more when they start to watch more of your content, right? And so if you post long form YouTube videos where people get to watch an entire 8 minutes of you sharing your skills, your expertise, showing your personality, then the chances are that they are going to connect with your content and they'll keep coming back for more. Now, an added benefit of building this trust is that you can actually go ahead and grow your email list. So if you can give someone a free resource in exchange for their email address, that means that you can start building your email list, and then over time you can start selling your digital products, your own templates, your own affiliate products in your emails, and people will be more likely to buy it from you. And finally, another excellent benefit of YouTube is that it allows you to show people your skills, your expertise, and so people are so much more likely to hire you for their coaching, for their services, etc. That's exactly how I managed to get my own coaching clients directly from YouTube. Now, if you're watching this and you're thinking, Shantae, I really want to start and grow a YouTube content business, but I have no idea where to even begin, then don't worry, I've got your back. A while back, I actually created my YouTube business in a weekend starter kit. Now, this is an ebook that literally outlines the 5 crucial steps that you need to take in order to create a YouTube channel that is actually a business, and then to start growing your email list and making money from your YouTube channel. And so I give you all of those steps inside this starter kit, and you can go through it at your own pace. Inside the kit, I also provide you with tutorials, templates, everything you need to set your channel up to be professional and to actually start creating content that people want to watch. And the best part is this starter kit shows you how to do it fast, so you'll be able to have your business set up in just 2 days. Now, if you're interested or you want to learn more about the starter kit, I've also linked it in the description below, and so you can go ahead and check it out. Now, if you are super interested in doing YouTube, but you want to learn more about the platform, I actually created a separate video where I give you 22 brutally honest lessons that I learned from YouTube and that you can learn from now before you start creating content. This way, you'll know exactly what to expect. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.